this is Britt Caswell with another example video. In this video, I'm covering example number 4 from lesson 2-1 in the SavvasRealize Algebra 1 textbook. In this example, we are covering a word problem involving the slope-intercept form of an equation. So the word problem is talking about a girl named Allie who has a gift card from her coffee shop. And every time she goes into the shop, she gets a medium coffee. That's her regular drink. So the graph below is showing a gift card balance at 2 points. And it wants to ask us, how can Allie determine the number of medium coffees that she can buy with the gift card if she does not know the original value of the card? Alright, so after 2 cups of coffee, Allie has gone through and she looked and she saw that there was a balance of $19.70. And then after four cups of coffee, she checked her balance and it had $14.40. Now there's a couple of ways that we can do this. Now, the first thing that we could do is we could use slope-intercept form. Ooh, this is writing ugly. Give me just 1 second. So we can use slope-intercept form to help us to create an equation that models the situation. Okay, that's really nice if you know that she's going to be buying a lot of coffee. So say, for example, these y values were in the hundreds or the thousands. Okay, then our number of cups of coffee would be monstrously large, wouldn't they? So I'm going to show you guys how to do it with an equation, and then I'm going to show you guys how to do it just kind of with like a guess and check kind of method. Alrighty, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can find the slope and the y-intercept between these 2 points. Alright, now to check the reasonableness of my answers, I can, I'm going to try real hard here, I can try to draw a line that extends between these 2 points and then onwards, and that'll give me a very rough expectation. Okay, it's probably somewhere around the 25 marker. Okay, but I mean, this line's kind of squiggly, isn't it? So it's hard to tell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my slope equation, just like I've been doing in the previous examples, to find what the slope is. Okay. So a reminder, the slope equation says y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 is equal to our slope. So if I call this one x1, y1, and this one x2, y2, I can just plug those points just right into my formula. So y2 is 1440 minus y1 is 1970. So 1440 minus 1970. Ooh, I'm going to need my calculator on this one. And then I divide it by x2 minus x1. So x2 is 4 minus x1, which is 2. So if I use my calculator, 1440 minus 1970 is negative $5.30. And then 4 minus 2 is 2. So if I actually do that division, my slope is negative 265. So what that means is that for every 1 unit that I move to the side, or for every single cup of coffee, this gift card balance is decreasing, that's what that negative means, by $2.65. So now that I know the slope, I can find out the value of the gift card if I really want to. Okay, so this b value, the y-intercept, is the point at which this graph will cross the y-axis. And so if I look at this, the number of coffees that are purchased on that y-axis is 0 cups of coffee. So the balance of the card when there's 0 cups of coffee is the original value of the gift card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these 2 points, and I'm going to use those x and y values, and I'll use the slope that I just found, and that'll find me the original value of the gift card, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to use 2 and 1970 just because I have those labeled as x and y1. So for y, I'm going to put 1970 equals my m. We just found the m, or that slope, right? So negative 2.65 times my x value, which is 2, plus b. So then I'm going to go ahead and multiply together my two values here. So I have 1970 equals negative 5.3. Okay, I knew that one right away because I divided by 2 here to get the 265. So if I multiply by 2, it goes back to the original value. Alright, and then I can go ahead and add that $5.30 back over to the left-hand side of the equation. So I'm doing 5.3 plus 19.7, and I get $25, which is what I was anticipating with my rough sketch, right? So the original balance of the gift card was 25 bucks. Okay, so now there's a couple of ways that I can continue here. Alright, I know that I have the equation y equals m, which is negative 2.65 x plus b, which is 25. So I know I have this equation, and if I'm trying to figure out the number of coffees she can buy down here, which would be x, which I'm anticipating to probably be 9, I could plug in a 0 for y and actually solve for it. Okay, so I could say 0 equals negative 2.65 x plus 25. I could subtract the 25. Okay, so I'd have negative 25 equals negative 2.65x. I can divide by the negative 2.65. Sorry, it's a little cramped here, y'all. And that gets me x equals, I have to actually do that division. Like I said, I'm assuming it's 9. Ooh, I zoomed in. 25 divided by 2.65, it's 9.4. Alright, so we have to ask ourselves here, can this girl, what's her name, Allie? Can Allie purchase 0.4 of a cup of coffee? Probably not, right? So I would say for my answer, Allie could purchase 9 cups of coffee before running out of the gift card. Another thing we could do. So we went through here and we found our slope, right? We said that for every single cup of coffee, it went down by $2.65 over and over and over. So I could keep finding points. Okay, I could keep going, well, I need another $2.65 and find another point and subtract it from this y value. and then I could subtract it again, and then I could subtract it again. And that would tell me how many cups of coffee she could get total. Does that make sense? Now, don't forget that you would have to include the cup of coffee up here from where there were 1 cup. Alright, but you can keep subtracting things until you get approximately to that 9 cups of coffee. Okay, that's another way to solve it. Alright, so then question number 4. It says find the x-intercept of the graph of the equation of y. And it says what does the x-intercept mean in terms of this equation? I've actually already done that in this example. Right here in this red text. Right? I said, well, when when the graph is crossing x, the y value is 0. So that's the number of cups of coffee that you could have when the balance of the gift card is 0. So that's what the x-intercept means. Alright, I'll write that out for you. The x-intercept is the number of cups of coffee that Allie could purchase to make the gift card 0, or have a 0 balance. Now in the real world, remember, you can't buy 0.4 of a cup of coffee. So Allie's going to need to find a way to use that 0.4 cup of coffee worth of money, maybe in tipping her barista, or I don't know, buying something from the bakery, something like that. Alrighty, but that is example number 4. Until next time.